Hello, all. God bless you. My father just sneezed. Started a video with a sneeze. Happy Friday. I got my hair done tonight, and I felt great about it. Thank you. Had a beautiful conversation after a hectic day at the office. To say the least. To say the least. My golly, big jolly. You know, I know I am a challenging person. It's challenging for me. It's challenging for me. So if it's challenging for myself, I know it's challenging for others. You know, when it comes to how I operate, how I think, how I feel, my knowing, my inner beliefs, my representation of God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit and religion and Christianity and the Bible. I know it threatens and it questions the norm, you know, and I know, and again, this stems back from when I was a child. There's just been so many times where, like, I even said this to my coworker, like, I've always been such an interesting person when it comes to my thought process and how I operate and how I think. And I do so much internal thinking that I don't always vocalize because I can't even often wrap my head around my thoughts sometimes because they move so rapidly. And I don't always pinpoint a thought or a movement or an expression or things like that. And this is just something that has been ingrained in me my entire life, based on the conditionings of my upbringing, based on social conditioning and things of that nature. And so I get it. Like I told the young lady that does my hair, I hate being a spectacle in my community, in my environments. I'm down to be an example. I'm down to take the heat. I'm down to take the lickings. I hate seeing those around me take the lickings because I'm there. And I pick up on that. And that's what I can't stand. It's like, look, you don't like me. You don't like how I move. I get it. I understand. We don't have to break bread. I'm good with it. But don't use other people as an example because they choose to, you know, appreciate me, walk with me, this and that. Like, the mechanics of the acting is absolutely insanity. Like, I will give everybody in my life, the paid actors, like Emmys. You got my vote. You got my vote, baby. You do. I'm like standing ovation. Really. I mean, I'm here for it. I'm straight here for it. But if you think that I'm not going to go down without a dog in the fight or put up, you know, my high, you got the wrong thing coming. I mean, you just do. And I'm sorry for that. I don't want this battle. You are the one waging this battle. I want to find a compromise. I want to find a happy median. But that's just not something you guys want to do. So we're going to walk this thing out like I've been doing for my entire life, particularly the last decade. You know, I understand I threaten a lot of people, which is crazy to me because I live at my parents', I don't have a pot to pee in, and for some reason, that really threatens a lot of people that don't live at their parents'. They do have a pot to pee in, and they just can't seem to leave me alone. They just can't seem to leave me in my life alone. Story of my life. And this is not me complaining. And I know this road, in quotations, wasn't designed to be easy, right? God's, as they call it, chosen ones. It's not what isn't the devil understood. I understood the assignment. However, that doesn't make it okay. It doesn't make it okay. Not when you have. I get it. I know we live in a dark world. We live in a world consumed with demonic spirits, and it's all a part of it. I understand that. I do get that. But I'm not going to run alongside with, well, because I know the light that I carry in me, I know the purpose that I have, I know what God calls me to be, I'm going to go ahead and just keep taking the lickings and not talk about it. That's not the designing of my purpose. Everybody has a different purpose, and that's not the design for mine. Because different things that I walk through, everybody walks through. And so that's why I'm designed to talk about it. All right. But yes, the road is not easy. It's supposed to be hard. You got to dance with the devil to get to the light, because we live in a demonic world. We are all born sinners. We are all born with judgmental tendencies. But you have to get to the other side of that, where you carry a side of humility, a side of humbleness, a side of generosity, a side of grace, mercy, empathy, kindness, right? And we lose sight of that. We lose sight of that. No matter if you're in religion, you're not in religion, whatever, you can still be kind. Kindness is free. Kindness is free. And yet we choose. It's like the economy is so bad right now. So why wouldn't we choose to do the things that are free? I mean, just saying. Food for thought. All right. And it's crazy to me because this came to me this morning before I left. I circled it. This is how my mind operates. When I have little thoughts come to me, I have to write them down. Doing acts of service and kindness is not, when I do acts of service, acts of kindness, it's not for the person receiving it. It's for me. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel better defending someone that is being mistreated. It makes me feel better standing against corruption. It makes me feel better going against the grain and taking the bullets and taking the heat to set the tone to inspire other people, taking the bullets and taking the heat, right? It makes me better. It makes me feel better, not looking to, I feel better living the simple life, as what was said at some point today. I mean, if you want to live the simple life, I guess that's good for you. I enjoy my simple life. Thank you. Right? There's nothing wrong with living a simple life. And there's nothing wrong with enjoying the finer things. There's nothing wrong with neither of them. What is wrong is gloating, stepping on people, taking advantage of the system, doing bad deals, taking advantage of money in different ways, right? That is what's wrong. Now, again, enjoy the finer things, enjoy the simpler life, but you have to decide what's going to get you to point A and point B. Because whatever seeds you sow to get to point A to point B are still going to affect you. Whether you wear it out loud or not, they still are, because your consciousness and your soul resides inside of you. You can't run from that. We all have one. Whether you believe in God or not, you still have a soul. You still have a heartbeat. Like you just do. And so often enough, I think people get lost in the nitty-gritty of it because they're chasing something to get that validation. But you already have that validation in what you carry inside you now. And if it's living a simple life, it's living a simple life. If it's living a prestigious life, it's living a prestigious life. Everybody's life looks different to them. It's how you walk in the life you have. And I'm telling you, when you choose to do acts of service and acts of kindness, it's going to pay out in the end, because you're going to feel better about yourself. You're not going to have to scream at the top of the rooftops, look at me and how far I've come. You know, I started from the bottom and now I'm here. Okay, that's great. It's wonderful that people start from the bottom and now they're here. But how can you help people elevate and get to where you're at with humility and kindness? Not living above your means. It's just, and again, I know I resort back to that, but that's what's consumed our world. Is everybody fighting for $1? Everybody taking the payouts. Everybody's taking the bribes, and then blackmail, coercion, bribery, all runs in. And then you're locked in